Hey guys, Pixel here, back with another episode of Pokemon Planet. So, last time, we had pretty much just basically sweeped Lieutenant Surge's team, except for the last Electabuzz, which almost took out Charmeleon. But other than that, we didn't really suffer any fainting, but besides Sandslash. And before going to the Pokemon Center, I decided, maybe to try and check out and explore some of the other buildings in Vermilion. But mostly they just involve things that are just part of the actual game itself, which is clan wars and just little gimmicks that makes it unique. Personally, I think I might give them a try if you guys want to see anything like that. Maybe like a post-game thing where I do another region or something like that. But for this run-through, I won't bother with it, because it probably won't add anything to the run. It also seems like something you can't do, at least unless you actually beat the region regardless, so I won't do it. Anyway, after that exploration, I had to go straight back to Cerulean, and I did forget to heal, but that was because at that point one thing was on my mind, which was obtaining a bike. So I pretty much ran back through the brightly lit underground path and took the route back up to Cerulean, where I just ran almost instantly to the bike shop, and I realized I'm a few thousand short of the 50,000 required for the bike. So after quickly going a stop at the Pokemon Center, I head off towards Rock Tunnel to get enough money to get the bike. And I decided to have Sandslash lead because I knew most of the trainers leading up were mostly going to be rock type and that he could use the experience. And minus the occasional fighting type and grass and normal types, Sandslash was able to easily clear out most of the trainers in the route before Rock Tunnel. And after taking out all the trainers, I still did not have enough for a bike. So I decided to try and grind up on some of the local Pokemon, as every Pokemon I knock out equals a little bit of money. But because of how abysmal amounts of money I was getting from knocking out Pokemon, and as well as the fact that Sandslash, who was already weakened from the trainers on the route ahead, was getting weakened, and then finally Sandslash gets knocked out by a Rattata. I knew that Rock Tunnel might be a better place to get money. So after giving Sandslash a revive and getting him past the last little level, I decided to head towards Rock Tunnel, but not before switching and bringing Mankey to the front, as I knew that then he was going to need the one who needed the experience. And I decided to take on the trainer right outside the tunnel, and then just because there's a Pokemon Center right there, I go and restore Mankey's health, as well as a way to set it to the last Pokemon Center. Then I heal, and I head back to Rock Tunnel. And after taking out the first two trainers, a few Geodudes, and one last trainer who was a bit farther into the tunnel, I finally have enough money to get the bike. So I head out of Rock Tunnel and go on and head to the Pokemon Center. And I'll take that bike, thank you. And pretty much from now on, this is our only form of transportation. It's look at this thing. I'm driving it indoors. Yeah, this thing has pretty much no boundaries, so it's already going to make travel easier. So it's honestly a win-win. It's going to make this a lot easier to film. So anyway, back to Rock Tunnel. So in between facing trainers, I decided to spend some time facing off with the local Geodude to get some levels from them to level up Mankey. It was actually kind of fun running around trying to find trainers who I haven't fought yet to clear them out, and without the need for Flash, I honestly found it more enjoyable than it is in the main series games. And yes, while I was here, I thought I would try out mining some stuff again. Yep, still as boring as ever. And after defeating that last trainer, I saw the light at the end of the tunnel. I am finally out! And into another set of trainer battles. I'm serious, I had to take down at least 3 more trainers before I was able to get to the Lavender Town Pokemon Center. But hey, it's free experience and money, so I'm not complaining. And after quickly going into the Pokemon Center to heal, I went back just to clean up any trainers I had missed, which only appeared to be one hiker. And after going back to the Pokemon Center to heal up, I went back to Rock Tunnel to get Mankey. Just that extra experience to get to level 27. And then just going back one more time to clear out one last trainer who I ended up missed and stumbled upon by accident. Then I decided to go for a quick heal and switch to Drowsy to go and clean out Pokemon Tower. But unfortunately at this point, Drowsy is the weakest one of my Pokemon. It really showed, especially with the first Ghastly encounter. Because while Drowsy can easily one-shot Ghastly with Confusion, Nightshade really takes its toll. And I just really need to grind to level this thing up with just the Pokemon. But just doing it in Pokemon Tower is just not a viable option right now because I'm too weak and I just can't last that long. And I keep trying repeatedly, but it just because of how frequently I had to go to the Pokemon Center, I just eventually decided to give up and try and Rock Tunnel, where I could easily knock out the Geodude and Zubats with one hit from Confusion. And once Ghastly reached around level 40, I decided to try Pokemon Tower again, but Ghastly is still too strong for Drowsy, and I had to go back to Rock Tunnel. Then I come back at level 25 after learning Psybeam, and while I still do a little bit better, I still can't take enough hits per bit to be viable for me to grind and heal. And for some reason I was opening up my map. I still honestly have no idea what actually happened here. And anyway, I was fed up, so I actually didn't even bother heading to Rock Tunnel, but went straight to the route adjacent to Lavender Town. And I pretty much instantly got into an encounter with a trainer, but it was actually surprisingly easy, because I can still take hits fairly well. It's just super effective moves that are very devastating against me. And having Headbutt, which isn't a pretty bad physical move, especially considering the fact that Psybeam wasn't really doing much to Chansey, I was able to pretty much easily take it out by getting a little bit of confusion on it with Psybeam. And because this is Chansey we're talking about, it gave me a crap ton of experience. And then the Pokemon after it, Jigglypuff, I was able to pretty easily knock out, and it gave me the average amount of experience for a Pokemon at this point. And then I decided to take on a few more trainers, going back to the Pokemon Center for a quick heal, and then Drowsy evolved in a Hypno. And at this point I decided, you know what, screw it. And I headed back to Pokemon Tower to challenge all the channelers in the tower. And pretty much one-shotting all of their Pokemon with Psybeam, as I now outspeed a large amount of them. And with Hitmon's increased defense and HP, he's pretty much able to take hits extremely easily. You know, minus a few potion uses here and there, Hypno pretty much took out all the channelers without much difficulty. In the end, it ended up at level 28, which ironically made it my second strongest Pokemon at this point. Next, I decided, you know what? I should try working on leveling up Fearow, because most of my grinding had been on Drowsy at this point. I felt I was ignoring that member of my team. So I started grinding in a small little patch in Route 8, the route next to Lavender Town. And I decide just to and after occasionally going back to the Pokemon Center to heal up, as I still couldn't take too many hits, as well as I then took out the rest of the trainers on that route as well to get some more experience, as well as doing the training with Charmeleon when we were dealing with some of the electric types that some of the super nerds had. And after beating the last trainer, we ended up going down a similarly bright-looking underground path leading to Celadon, and then quickly heading to the patch of grass north of the path and finding a Pokemon to knock out and to get Fearow up to level 24. Now we're off to Celadon. after entering and doing a little bit of exploring, checking out behind the buildings, I saw that the gym was pretty much only blocked off by just another tree. So I decided, what, the hell with it. And I decided to cut down the tree, head in, and take on the gym leader. Alright, unexpected gym time. So it is pretty much a sweep, with Fearo's Aerial Ace taking out pretty much most of the trainer's Pokemon in the gym. And at the end, I ended up level 27, and with the last trainer going up to Charmeleon to take out. And then I use him to take on Erica. And Charmeleon pretty much almost sweeps Erica's team. Though, he does almost takes Exeggutor to a little over half health before going down to Side Shock. And then I bring out Fearow to easily finish him off with Aerial Ace, winning us the 4th badge. And surprisingly bringing an end to today's videos. And I apologize if this is a bit shorter than that a short video for today, but it's just that there wasn't really as much grinding as there was in the previous video, and we only really had a few losses when it came to Drowsy, and just because of how accessible the gym, I decided to go for it. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you guys are excited for part 5, because that's going to be very interesting, especially with dealing with Team Rocket, and maybe if I can spare the time, possibly Koga. But stay tuned, have fun, peace.